Hello, friends. I am doing this a bit off the cuff today because there's something I wanted to share with you. Very important stuff I'm sharing with you here. Um, Now, I am going to tell you that although what I'm about to share with you very important, you probably are going to have to wait until the podcast comes out this weekend. Hopefully, this weekend, maybe a little late. Got a couple things going on. I want to tell you that I just finished reading a wonderful book. I say this is important because us readers really do love books and all things about books and reading and horror. And okay, I like horror, but anyway, I know you guys read other things too, and that's fine. But I'm going to show you a book. Hang on, let me grab it. Last year, I did an interview with a gentleman whom I'm about to reintroduce you to. And a new book came out. His new book came out. I did an interview. And during that interview, we talked a little bit about the new book. He is the author of the book. This was not the new one. This is the old one. He's the author of the book Night Parade, which if you read my reviews, you'll know I really very much loved the Night Parade. This is written by my friend Ronald Malfi. He's an amazing storyteller. The reason I say that is because when he tells you a story in the horror realm and he drives you through, he likes the good psychological stuff. But when he pulls you through that that psychological horror, the twists and turns that make you go, whoa, this is, it goes from, normal, creepy, crazy. But the transitions are so smooth, you almost don't notice it. You go willingly because you don't really sense the psychological craziness that's going on. So Ronald Malfi's book came out, Come With Me. I did an interview with him before it came out. We talked about it a little bit. Now, it's born out of a rather sad story. One of his good friends was killed in the shooting in, I think it was Baltimore a few years ago, and that sort of spurred him on to sort of write this book. Uh, the character of Aaron Decker, who is he's the main character of the book. His wife is killed in a similar way to the friend that he had in real life. Um, and he's dealing with that grief. He's dealing with the whys. How do I go on? What do I do? I mean, all the things that you're going to suffer with in that situation. And then Aaron starts to peel back an onion. And that onion, the more layers, the more skins he pulls off, and he realizes that his wife was digging deeper and deeper into a question. She was searching someone out, trying to figure out who committed a bunch of murders. In many ways, Aaron is moving forward through his wife's own personal torture that he didn't even know existed until all of the sudden it's thrust upon him. I debated heavily on the way home whether to share with you this next part. It's a tiny little bit of a spoiler. But and I try not to do spoilers as much as possible. I try to keep away from it. I like to describe the characters, Aaron and Allison, and all the other people that Aaron meets with on his trip through his wife's personal quest. They're all believable. They're all wonderful. They're there. They're present. They're three-dimensional. The worlds that he builds, he doesn't actually build. He's basing it off of the real world. So, but he describes it so well. You can see it in your mind's eye when you go to these places. When you go to the town where the building is that is really spooky and crazy, and um, you start to get an idea. You see it in your mind's eye. The spoiler that I mentioned is that at the end of the book, I was left there with a question. And it's a question that I'm going to ask Ronald about when I see him next time, because we sometimes pop up at the same shows, I want to know, was it, in the beginning of the book, his wife says to him, Allison says to him, come with me. And that's a theme. Of course, it's the title of the book. It's the theme of the book. And I don't know whether or not, and I have not resolved this in my head, whether or not he was supposed to die with his wife. That is the question. Like cosmically, was he supposed to die with his wife? So that everything happens afterwards happens to resolve that cosmic conundrum where he was supposed to do something but he didn't, and I don't know. I cannot answer that question. I went back and I reread the front of the book. So anyway, like I said, once this video is over, go to Amazon, order Come With Me. This is my #1 read of the year. I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to name my #1 reads of the year. This is it right here. I've read a good amount of books this year, and all of them very good. And I did not read one this year that I had to put down or thought, ugh, this isn't so good. All of them have been really good, but this is #1. So go out there, order Come With Me by Ronald Malfi. Check out my next podcast on all things writing. I'm actually going to sit down and do a whole, like a more thorough, in-depth look at the book in that format. But okay, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Ronald Malfi, Come With Me, read it. I know Jim probably won't because this is spooky scary. But you know, Jim, even you might actually like this book because it is, it's psychological, but it's not gruesome. It's not jump scares. A lot of thinking involved. If every other book out there is a hamburger or a flank steak or something, this is a filet mignon. So, yes, I did. I just compared this to a filet mignon, and now I'm hungry. Okay, you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and like I said, head out, order Ronald Malfi's Come With Me now, and I will see you guys on All Things Writing probably this weekend as soon as I get around to recording the episode. Okay, bye-bye.